Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jaquan Shockley, and welcome back to the Freedom Galaxy. Today we're going to be playing some WiiPlay on the Nintendo Wii U, but it originally came out on the normal Nintendo. This is one of the first games they came out with, just to really introduce you to the Wiimote. Now today, this gameplay is already recorded, so it's not me, trying to struggle through the game or anything like that. I've already played, and I just recorded just because in this video, I'm going to be just talking to you guys just a little bit, just connecting with you guys, just on a few things that have been on my mind recently. So the video is going to be playing, me playing some games, but I'm just going to be talking to you guys. So here I go. Just a few things that I just wanted to talk about is just over the past few weeks, few months, maybe about 2 years, I've been going to school, as you guys know. I was in New York for 2 years in 2014, and I was going to school for musical theater, the American Musical and Dramatics Academy. Now, what I'll already let you guys know is that school was ridiculously, oh my god, blew your mind. It was stressful. Oh my goodness. I didn't know stress until I got to that school. And it was hard every day going through school and things like that, because the amount of paperwork they gave you, the amount of early morning, rehearsals you had to go to, and like morning warm-ups and things like that. After a while, just going through school for so long, and you end up feeling some way in your mind, and especially me, when I'm just stuck in these tiny rooms and rehearsing on a daily basis and things like that. And I kind of went through a small kind of depression kind of stage. It wasn't serious or anything like that, but it's just, you start to feel it, and it's like, I don't know, it was this feeling of me going to school, rehearsing, and failing a whole lot. And man, it was crazy. I mean, not only that was I failing a lot, just like in rehearsals and things like that, because failing is normal, but it's like, I was out in New York, I was just so lonely and just hanging in my room every day, just kind of just being to myself, really. Whenever I had the weekends off, yeah, there's Times Square and things like that, but it's like, you eventually go out to Times Square so much that you don't want to go out to Times Square. And usually I just be in my room playing like Wii U or something like that. And the case in point of what I wanted to let people know is that for people that are going through something right now, no matter what it is, whether it's relationship problems, or it is money problems, or things like that, or you're just feeling down today or something like that, I just want to let you know that everything is gonna be okay. No matter what you're going through, everything's gonna be absolutely perfectly okay. People may tell you that, yeah, life is hard, blah blah blah, you gotta go through this, you gotta go through that. Well, those are the people I kind of don't like to listen to, and that tell you, oh, life is this, life is that, life is this and that, and whatever, things like that. Life is fun. It is. I mean, a lot of things happen in life, but life truly is fun. I mean, there's a lot of like work and sweat and things like that, but it's like, overall, life is fun. It is, but sometimes it just stresses you out. And one big thing that I feel that life stresses us out on is overthinking. Overthinking is killer. This is the number one thing that I thought of, that overthinking was just ridiculous. You end up spending hours or days or weeks like just thinking, like say one day you're going through a situation, or what is it, you are just, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good description here. One of my stars is making me laugh on Skype. Like, just say, I don't know, one day, you know, your friend comes up to you and is like, hey, we're going to this party or something like that, right? And you end up going to this party or whatever and things like that. And then something happens at the party that you don't really like, whether it's one of your friends was talking just junk to you, or like you messed up on something, or somebody was talking down to you or something like that. Just in the general realm of overthinking, when something is placed in your mind and you think about it and think about it and think about it, and you have to just think so much on it, you end up thinking so much that you're thinking too much about it. Another example of overthinking that I can think of is simply, well, here's a situation that recently just happened to me. Sally Mae called my house because I had school loans. You know, I gotta pay off school loans for my school. Sally Mae called me one day and was like, hey, we hear that you have a remaining balance of blah 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 blah, and we need the minimum payment of blah 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 blah. Well, the minimum payment was $293. And I told them I wanted to pay by like paper checks because that's how we normally do it. But Sally Mae is always like, would you like to set up a payment today? Would you like to set up a payment today? They don't give you any breathing room. They're always just like, would you like to set up a payment today? And I had to think so much. I was like, do I want to just pay this now, or do I just want to wait and give them a paper check? And I was thinking, because that next week, I was planning to buy myself an Xbox One, and I knew if I paid Sally Mae their minimum balance, I would have absolutely no money to buy it. But I ended up thinking for about 20, 30, maybe 45 minutes on whether I wanted to pay these people or not. And eventually I was like, you know what, let me just pay them. So I did my whole hoo-ha with them, and now they're gonna take money from my check. But then afterwards I was thinking, I was just like, oh man, these guys are gonna get my money. Not in a bad way, but it's just like, I'd rather be saving that money for things I actually want. But of course I gotta pay bills and things like that. But yeah, for anyone that's just overthinking about things and, you know, thinking about a certain situation, just relax, ease your mind, and just honestly, what helps me is just take a nap. You know, just take a nap and just close your eyes and get a good amount of sleep at night, and when you wake up, you're gonna feel a little bit better, you know. Hopefully I covered enough with like overthinking, you know, just in a sense of me overthinking and things like that. Next thing I want to talk about is finances. Now, finances, oh my Jesus, I can't. It's kind of just what I was talking about with Sally Mae. I got an email from my school a few hours ago, and they were saying, oh, you won't get your certificate in the mail until you do a payment with us, and, you know, get your payments down and things like that. And I work at Sears, right? Making that good $6 an hour, which honestly I hate. And let me tell you about that $6 an hour at Sears, right? So I went to go apply for them, and they put on their website, oh, you make $10.50 an hour plus $12, you know, bonus pay, and then you get commission. And that's good, because commission is like, you get a percentage of money off of every sale that you make. But when I walk into Sears, they're like, oh yeah, you only make $6 and you get commission, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, who wants to live off of $6 an hour? That's ridiculous. Nobody wants to do that. $6, that's not even minimum wage. That's like $3 below minimum wage and a few cents. And if you're working in appliances at Sears, you get no hourly pay, but you get a percentage of money off of like things you sell. But it's not worth it if you don't sell anything. So yeah. So I know lots of us are going through like finance issues and things like that, and you're thinking, oh, I don't have enough money for this, I don't have enough money for that, and some people, they really want to save their money. Like me as Jaquan, I love saving my money. Like, whenever I get my paycheck, I barely buy anything. Like, I'll buy food, I'll pay off my phone bill, I'll pay my Hot Topic credit card, and that's really it. Other than that, because I want to save up for the things that I really want to get, like an Xbox One, a PS4, and Overwatch. I just want Overwatch. But yeah, finances in the head, it's like, don't let finances take you down, because everything's going to be okay with money and finances. Just continue to save up and just always buy the things that you need, pay off the things that you need, because you're going to feel so much better after you've paid off, you know, like a bill or something like that. You won't have to worry about it for a month, and, you know, like a phone bill and things like that. Just, money will come your way. Don't even worry about it. Next thing I want to talk about is pressure from others. Like either from like friends or like from family. Pressure from others is like when people talk about you or something like that, and then you end up thinking on that, and then that kind of lingers with you. Like, if you want, like, your friends want you to be some specific way, or in my sense, I have a few older people that want me to be some kind of way, and I honestly hate that. I really do hate that when people try to make you into something that they want you to be, but not what you want to be. Like me, as you can already tell from this, you know, video, I'm a gamer. I love games all the time. I play games all the time, and I love it. Right now, I'm about to decorate my room with a bunch of posters. I have a Doom poster up, and I have a Call of Duty poster up, and then I have a Dave & Buster's kind of like metal sign hanging out my door. But I've just found out that growing up, games were a thing for me. I started off with PlayStation 1. I loved playing Ape Escape, some weird hoverboarding jet ski game. I forgot what it was called. PS1 was my first console ever, and then Xbox was like my first like official console. And the reason why I say that is because Xbox, I've grown to love Xbox a lot, because I love Halo. Halo was my game, and Halo still is my game. It's just I haven't played it in a long time because I don't have an Xbox. I have a Wii U right now. What my favorite game up to date? My favorite game up to date, it has to be like Jak and Daxter, or right now it has to be Splatoon, because it's kind of really the only shooter I can play on Wii U. But once I get Xbox One or PS4, I'm definitely getting Overwatch, and I'm playing with a bunch of my friends. But case in point, I kind of just drifted off into, you know, another land right there. When people expect you to be what they want you to be, that takes away from the imagination, because then you're thinking on yourself so much, when the person that you already were was the most unique person ever. Like, no one is gonna replace you. You just keep doing you, boo, and you just keep loving yourself. And whatever you like, whatever you're into, don't let it dwindle. Just grow on it. Just grow on it no matter what people say. Like, I love games, right? Like I just said, I love video games, and I love games in general. So I grow on that, and I'm just like, I'm gonna be the best of me. You know, some guy came into Sears today, and he was just like, you know what people don't do nowadays because of America or something like that? He was like, America or something like that has become so opinionated, and after becoming somewhat opinionated, people don't do what they want to do. I don't know why, but they just don't. So what I say to you guys is just love yourself. Like, if you're a fashion designer or something, like you love fashion, do lots of things with fashion. Or if you love Japanese, Asian studies, watch lots of like anime or like read manga or stuff like that, or keep researching new animes and things like that, and just grow into what you love, you know. And yeah, you know, just really love yourself. I kind of wrote this one. It's kind of the same as what I was talking about before. Expectations from others. Now, I'm kind of going through this myself a little bit, only from one person, but that person won't be named in this video. They're constantly talking to me about, like, the future and, like, how they were raised and how they were grown up. And they kind of want me to be like them from the way they were grown up. And some people have to, you know, realize that generations are different. You know, 1960s was a lot different than, you know, like, is a lot different than today, you know. Lots of things change between, you know, back then and now. But it's like, you know, some people don't, you know, understand. They have some kind of view about things, you know. I mean, sometimes it's not always like that, you know. I don't want to be like, because I don't want to be like, you know, some views aren't true or things like that. But it's like, every life is different, you know. And you kind of want to live the best of you. So, yeah, just always do what you've been doing. You know, except if you're like outside killing people, just don't do that, because that's just bad. That's bad, and you don't want to do that. So yeah, just do everything that you've want. I know I may repeat that a lot, but that's kind of mainly what I wanted to talk about. It's just, you know, don't focus on bad issues that are happening. Always stay on the positive side of life. And lots of people that I've dealt with, they always say it's hard. It's hard to stay positive, and no doubt about it, you know, because I go through the same thing. You know, when I'm going through a problem, or like a major problem, it's hard to think straight sometimes. But I always got to remind myself what makes me happy, what makes me chill out. And as you can see with me popping bubbles, that's games. I love it. I love games because I get to interact with people, you know, when I play online. I get to do new high scores and things like that, and I just express myself. And never ever lose hope, guys, ever. And I know there's some person somewhere out in the world that's always, you know, being the drain in your life, like the black hole in your life and things like that. But never let them suck you in to what they're going through, you know, because they're gonna find happiness themselves. I'm not putting anybody down. I don't put anybody down. Just you know, they'll get there, you know. And when people come up to me and ask me for, like, you know, some like positive reinforcement, I always give them 200%. I always give them 200% because I want life to be great, like awesome, sunshine, and, you know, music blasting outside. And if some of you guys can probably remember or know now, life is different as the years go on. Life gets very different, and it's weird, because me being 21, things have changed since I was 16, and oh my Jesus, is it crazy? But yeah, that's kind of really just what I wanted to talk about, since I had a motive just to record this yesterday. But, you know, if there's anything different with me, it's, I don't know, I've grown, you know. I'm still 5'8". I went to the doctor a few days ago, and apparently I'm 5'7" now, and kind of mad about that. But I'm happy that over the past, like, I think 4 years or something like that, I've only gained like 10 pounds, things like that. But of course, I went to a dancing school. I was losing weight like crazy. And And yeah, that's kind of really what I wanted to talk about. I wrote everything down on this list that I have right next to me, so hopefully I covered all the points, but I'll just reiterate them again. Everything is gonna be okay, no matter what is going on. Like, no matter what. Finances, relationship problems, tax problems, family problems, everything's gonna be okay. You just continue staying beautiful. Don't overthink, because overthinking, it kills people. I swear overthinking kills people. And it just hurts your head. It really does. Finances, money is going to be okay. It's gonna come for you. You know, it really is. And you're gonna make some good money, and then you're gonna get the things that you really want. And all of that. Pressure from others. How I deal with pressure from others and things like that, is I kind of just tune out the negative things and only focus on the positive things. And that's kind of the situation that I'm going through right now. Just deal with the positive things, not the negative things. And don't let people, you know, try to transform you. I did expectation with others, because that's kind of the same thing. Do the things you like to do. Everything. Photography, art, dancing, music, general studies, science, criminal justice, which is a lot in New Britain. Criminal justice. Do all the things that you love, absolutely love doing, and never give up doing those things, because those things are what make you you. And last but not least, never lose hope, ever. To be quite honest with you, I've learned that through my favorite game, Final Fantasy 14. Not 14. Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. Just never lose hope, ever, because everything's gonna be awesome and amazing for you guys. But hopefully I didn't, hopefully I didn't talk too long. For the people that still stay tuned for this video, I want to thank you guys for, you know, tagging along with this video, because I really wanted to, you know, if you're having a bad day, I really want to bring your day up. You know, just going through some of the things in life. It's a crazy life, but you know what? It's super fun. It's super worth it. And you know, it's great. It's a great life to live. You know, experience things, travel, you know, and just continue to smile and stay positive every day. And I know you're gonna do it. Who I'm talking to right now, I know you're gonna do it. Whoever I'm talking to right now, you're gonna do it. You know, you're gonna do amazing things. You're gonna be fantastic in whatever you do, you know? And don't let negativity or thinking bring you down at all, because everything's gonna be alright and okay. And it's gonna be super swell and super fantastic. And don't let these people come up to you and be like, oh yeah, but what if things are fine or things aren't okay? I don't deal with people like that, because things are gonna be okay. So, you know, you're doing great. Whoever I'm talking to, you are doing absolutely fine. And just love yourself. Just stay humble, stay positive. And with that, that's where I'm gonna end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the back of me playing WiiPlay. I stayed on this last screen for a long time because I really like the music. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And yeah, I hope you guys have a really great week. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. And I will see you guys next time in the galaxy. Good night, everybody.